Welcome back to our basic science class. In the previous classes, we have discussed how creatures reproduce by giving birth or laying eggs. Are you now ready to complete an activity based on this? Okay, let's now complete this illustration in your textbook. You know that based on their mode of reproduction, animals are broadly classified into viviparous and oviparous creatures, right? Viviparous means mammals which give birth to young ones and feed milk. This can be again classified into two, terrestrial and aquatic. Which are the mammals that can live only on land areas? Yes, you are right. Cow, goat, deer, humans, etc. are examples of terrestrial mammals. Do you know which are the aquatic mammals? Yes, whale and dolphins are examples of aquatic mammals. Now we can move to oviparous creatures classification. You know that oviparous means egg-laying organisms. We already discussed in detail in the previous classes that insects, pisces, amphibians, reptiles and birds comes under this group. Now, which are the oviparous insects? Yes, ant, moth, beetle, mosquito, etc. Then oviparous pisces, that means fishes, are sardine, catfish, mackerel, etc. Frog and tortoise can be written as examples of amphibians, right? Then for reptiles, we can write snake, lizard, mabuya, etc. as examples. Hen, sparrow, crow, etc. can be written as examples of oviparous birds. My dear children, don't forget to find more and more examples for each group, okay? You should prepare an album based on this classification of animals in your project book. This is your project from this chapter, okay dears? The living world is a storehouse of wonders. Let us have a look at a few more wonders of the animal world. New creature from body parts. Children, see, this is planaria. It is a kind of flatworm. Do you know, if the body parts of organisms like earthworm, planaria, etc. get cut, the severed parts grow into new organisms. Amazing, isn't it? Father giving birth. Do you know seahorses? Seahorses belonging to the group of fish are creatures only 7 inches long. Eggs laid by female seahorses are stored in a sac seen in the abdomen of male seahorses. After 40 days, these eggs hatch and young ones comes out of the sac. So, the male seahorse seems to give birth to its young ones. Have you heard about marsupials? The kangaroo, commonly known as marsupial, that means pouched mammal, is found in Australia. They look after their young ones, keeping them in a sac in their body. Next, viviparous snakes. We have already discussed that snakes are generally oviparous creatures. But for snakes like viper, the eggs hatch within the body. It appears that the viper gives birth to its young ones. After the young ones have come out, the viper does not take care of them. Have you ever seen corals? The corals, described as rainforest of the sea, are living organisms that appear like a garden at the bottom of the sea. They are also the habitat of different kinds of sea creatures. Look how beautiful they are, aren't they? Corals that control sea turbulence to some extent are used for making medicines for various diseases are now facing the threat of extinction. The years 1997 and 2008 were observed as coral years in order to create awareness of the importance of protecting them. The world's biggest coral reef is the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. There are corals in abundance in Lakshadweep also. Children, try to collect more information about the wonders of the animal world like this, okay? Many human activities adversely affect organisms. When trees are cut down, many animals which depend on trees get destroyed. Can you list some more human activities which lead to the destruction of biodiversity? Yes, deforestation, leveling paddy field and water bodies with mud, catching fish by mixing poison in water, excessive use of fertilizers and insecticides, etc. Let's engage in environmental protection activities with the awareness that all organisms are to be protected, okay? My dear children, it's all for this chapter. Study well. All the best for your exams. Thank you.